Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Malikicowtipper, going to bring you another game of StarCraft 2, and tonight my opponent will be Semi. So, I can tell you a few things that you do not want to have a Semi on. You do not want to be in the semifinals and lose, as you will not go to the finals. You do not want to be about to go to bed with the girl of your dreams and find out that you only have a Semi, because at that point you're probably just screwed and she's going to laugh at you and think that your dick is broken. So right now I'm exclaiming, "Wow!" And he's like, "Good luck, good luck, good luck." And I'm trying to type while playing right now, so I'm on a huge StarCraft binge tonight. And I literally think I played 5 ZvZs in a row, and I'm like, well, whatever. Good luck, bro. So, ZvZ on Shakura's Plateau is kind of interesting, where this is just such a crazy rush distance that it seems like even though there's such a big rush distance, it does not, deter either side from going, very heavy into Ling pressure early on, going to Roach pressure. So 2 different builds going right here. We have my opponent choosing to go Semi, by the way, in the upper left-hand corner, deciding to go with the Extractor trick and supply cap himself for a bit. So let's see, who's going to be the more economical here at this point. So both 10 and 11, neither of us have moved for a while. There goes his Overlord training right now. And then we go back to the production tab. I have 2 drones popping out, so giving me an increased income right there. He has 3 drones training while I have 1 more from 11 to 13, and he'll actually be 1 drone ahead as soon as all of those guys pop. So maybe that's the cat's meow. Maybe that's the way that should be done. I don't know. I've never really liked the Extractor trick. I couldn't really tell you guys why I did not prefer the Extractor trick. Because, right now, I'm up ahead 1. I think it's just because you burn all your larvae so quickly. But anyway, right here, he is laying down a 15 pool, 15 gas, and I have copied him very nicely with a 15 pool. And actually, I do a 15 gas, 15 pool, but whatever, who's keeping track? I like to lay the Extractor down right before, or just a little bit before the spawning pool, because what that allows you to do is just have your speed, almost right away when your lings finish, and it's something that you can say, oh, I can make a queen, I can get speed, so you don't forget to do it. Maybe that's just me, maybe I'm the only one that has that problem, but he's going to be doing the Evolution Chamber trick now. When I see the enemy Zerg doing this, I will just keep mining out of that gas. Now, I've seen a lot of people just abandon their Extractor and go to the other one. At that point, he's won. He really does not want this to complete because that's a wasted drone, wasted minerals on his part. And at that point, he's like, well, screw that. You suck. You didn't find in my trap. So right now, he's continuing to use this drone just to, be a little obnoxious. Maybe hoping that won't do anything about, but it takes 3 drones, by the way, guys, just if anyone is interested. If an enemy Zerg lays a spine crawler in your base, you need at least 3 drones on it to do positive DPS on it while it is morphing. If you see that it's been morphing for more than a few seconds, you actually need to get at least 4 on it, otherwise you may not be able to kill it in time before it finishes. And even if it's only got like 100 health, you're still going to need to throw lings, hope for the god, not workers on it, because they're just so bad at taking out spine crawlers. And your queen doesn't do too good against it either, because she only does 4 damage per claw, and the thing has 4 armor. 2 armor. Wow, I cannot talk correctly tonight. But 4 damage per claw, 2 armor means 2 damage. It's a lot of, little scratches that she's got to do on there. So right now he's 1-upping me on the Harvester count, and I have 6 lings coming out. I have speed, a bangling nest, a hatchery. So when I choose to do banglings in ZvZ, I'll a lot of times lay the nest, and in this case right here, I may not even get to use it. There's a lot of matches where you'll lay that bangling nest and you're not really given the opportunity to use it. Like right here, I rush in and I see that, even though I'm going to lose a few lings, I'm going to need to panic, build lings in the background. Just checking out the income tab. He is ahead of me by 3 harvesters right now, so definitely not the position that I want to be in. That's what happens when you build a lot of early lings. So not only my down harvesters, but I'm choosing to build 5 harvesters right there, but then I realize at this point that, hey, I probably need to panic and build some more, Zerglings just in case he pushes out. But I'm not too terribly worried at this point because my bangling nest is done, so I can morph banglings, and I didn't see him following me back, so I should be okay with whatever he has to throw at me. My speed will finish way before his, which is a nice boost on top of that. And just going back to the income, we're even 19 and 19, so this is going to be a slower paced ZvZ. Neither of us are really going in for that knife fight. Like, right now, I always like to compare ZvZ to a knife fight, so right now we're just both kind of backing our distance. We're flaunting right now, seeing, who can be the most masculine. So my hatchery is up. and his is just dropping right now. Now this is going to give me a big advantage because he never really blew ahead in harvesters. He had to throw down a few for these spines. Now, when I saw this, I saw, the spines going down here in this fashion. I've seen people do this and try to do one base mutaplay, but because I did not see a second gas, and he was not going for his lair, that basically rules that out. So I'm going to poke back in here now that I've got speed. Is just about to finish, and literally just check out and see what's going on in his base. So right now, there's a small number of lings there. I'm going to be able to clean that up pretty easily, but now that the roaches are in there, it makes things a little bit trickier. And right now, I'm just trying to get some scouting in. That ling just gets fried. Look at him squirm. And right now, this is where I need to panic and build lings, so I'm sorry I got a little carried away at myself right now. So 10 lings coming out, and he's going to have, pretty beaten up 6 lings right here. And I'm dropping an Evo chamber right here because I'm still maybe preparing for a fast Muta. I'm not really quite sure why, but I think I've been playing so many ZvZs lately and just seeing the Mutalisks that it's just been making me paranoid. So I've got 2 Banglings here, which will work really nice to clean up these Zerglings, freeing up my Zerglings to do the DPS to the roaches like they really want to. So right there, 1 Bangling, 2 Banglings, and now these roaches are just going to get surrounded, and they're going to get kind of torn apart, which is really cool. Although lings by no means the most cost-effective way to take out roaches. Like in small numbers, I'd say under 10, lings can be pretty good to deal with roaches, but over 10, they tend to ball up, and then you have to hit the outside, and then the other ones can just DPS the shit out of you. It's like right here, I've got all these lings, and just look at how long it's going to take them to kill these roaches. And then just losing a healthy number of them, and then Spine taking a little bit of damage, choosing to run up here into the map. Go back to the income tab right here, 25 to 27, and this is really smart. He creates a wall right here, and then I'm going to try to run into his harvesters right here and just see what I can do. But with the roaches in there, with the harvesters attacking, I really do not know how much good this attack did. I think I just threw away a lot of Zerglings right there, and maybe did not benefit from it that much. In fact, I know I didn't. Because I don't even know if I killed a single harvester during that entire attack. I am ahead, 27 to 22. But checking out the army tab right here, these Zerglings, just poking in here, just going to see what's up. And my harvester count is good, but I did not manage to succeed in taking down his hatchery. Now, with the number of Zerglings that I had there, I really should have just fallen back. There's no reason that I needed to attack and waste all those Zerglings. I could have fallen back, regrouped, got more Zerglings, or taken down that hatchery. That's just ridiculous. The things that we do during games. So, in response, I'm dropping a Spire. Now, I'm still able to spam lings, and just seeing what he had and the amount of roaches that he had, I feel pretty secure with the lings that I have right here, and I'll actually be dropping a spine or 2 in a few moments. Yep, there go my 2 spines, so I'm just going to try to fortify my entrance. Excuse me. And wait for my mutas to get up. So, when you drop your Spire, it's really important when you're doing that for about the first half of it to make sure that your economy and supply is ready to go. Maybe for about the first 60% of your Spire, that's what you can do. But after that, you really want to have that gas and the minerals saved up, because deploying 1 or 2 Mutalisks on the field really isn't going to do all that much. Deploying, 7 or 8 Mutalisks on the field will do a considerable amount. So as you can see, I'm trying to save my money right now, trying to save my gas. We look at the production tab, I've got 2 Overlords going to Spire, and these Spine Crawlers are on the way, and they're going to be just enough to deter these roaches from popping in here, because I've got some lings. If I can fight them on my own terms by these Spine Crawlers, I should be able to clean this up pretty easily, because Spine Crawlers just do a really nice amount of damage to Zerglings. But what we can see right here is that the DPS just isn't quite enough. My lings are down, and he's actually going to take his roaches, and he's going to move around, so I'm going to migrate out all of my workers. I've got 22 units worth of Zerglings popping out, and I've got 4 Mutalisks on the way, so right here, he's going to be able to kind of work his roaches in around, and I've seen this done a lot before, just abusing the fact that roaches are such tanky little creatures that you can run right past the defense and get in there and start sniping workers and doing a lot of damage. Queen, trying to do what she can, she's actually got 2 kills. She's a baller, wow. So, taking a look at that, going back to the income right here, I'm up 36 to 28, because he's committing a lot of his troops, to try to get roaches out on the field, and he has not taken up to a lair yet. And last time I was in his base with all those Zerglings, I knew that he wasn't going lair, which is why I felt very comfortable going for the Spire build. But in response to see my mutas on the field, he's now going to have to drop his lair, and he's more than likely going to lay down a Hydra Den. The reason I say that is, if done properly, Hydras can be a great counter to Mutalisks, and you can bring them out afterwards, because if we're talking mutas, You know, if I've got the Mutas out first, unless he can manage to take down my massive cloud that I'm going to be assembling of these guys, it's really hard to fight Muta with Muta if you do not have more than he does, or if you do not have more upgrades. And as you can see right here, I just do not feel comfortable pushing in with the forces that I have, because knowing that if I go in there like this, I'll lose all of my Zerglings, and there's just a chance that my Mutas may not have enough DPS to really do what they need to do. So I'm going to fall back to my fortification right here, and I really should throw down a third spine, like right here, or throw down like a second Evo chamber here, or just do something. But what I'm doing in response to this is I'm actually going around and I'm killing some of his overlords that he has positioned throughout the field. So we check out these roaches right here. They're moving out. And I've got, again, a lot of Lings right here. I've got way more Mutas this time, but this is just going to show in this attack